Hey guys, what's going on? Tyraku here, and I hope everyone's doing great. Now today, before we get started into this video, first off, I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's been supporting me over the past several months. I'm not for sure exactly how long I've been on YouTube, but thank you very much. We just recently hit 2,000 subscribers, which is actually a lot faster than I expected, to be honest. So definitely thank you a ton. With that being said, 2,000 subscribers is the point where I can actually start doing giveaways on the YouTube channel, on the Twitch side of things. So I'll be doing 540 gym giveaways soon. I'll be announcing that most likely in the Discord when that's going to happen. The first one's going to be on the Twitch side of things, and then future ones are going to be on the YouTube channel. I don't have a specific date in mind, but check out over the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Tyraku, and you can figure out how to join from there. So with that being said, I actually have created something for all of you. Now this video was specifically designed to hopefully help you guys save some time. With that being said, unfortunately, if you're not on PC or Mac, if you're only using mobile, tablet, or whatever it may be, this video is probably not going to be the video for you because this program is only available on PC and Mac. With that said, this program is BlueStacks and it's not going to be how to quickly upgrade your artifacts, though that is something I can show you very quick on how you can actually do. Literally, you just go in here to BlueStacks, you turn on the FPS, turn it way down to 10, and then you can upgrade your artifacts very quickly. Instead, today what I want to go over is 3 macros that I've created that I think is going to hopefully greatly help you guys. If nothing else, it's going to be convenient. All right, so BlueStacks there is an affiliate link down below. I'm gonna leave it in the comment section down below. So if you do check it out, and if you do download Raid, it does help me out. It does support the channel, and I very much appreciate it. I'm gonna link a few more games in the description part of this video. So if you want to go a little extra step and help support the channel as well, feel free to download those games. They help me out as well. If you've already downloaded Raid, you can download the other games, and they do help. If you want to just download the other games as well as Raid, that helps very much. So the 3 macros that I've created, they are, let me make sure this is actually in a decent FPS so we're not getting like a super laggy experience. The 3 macros are a classic arena farming macro, which once you activate it, it'll take you, I'll go ahead and give you an example of what it does. All right, so I'll be doing it right from right here. You'll be seeing a similar screen. You probably won't have as many macros created as me. I've been doing a lot of macro work over the past few days, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. So hit play, and what it's going to do, I have it set up to where it just backs out to the main screen. So no matter where you are in the game, say you're about to go, I don't know, pick up somebody, or so you're about to leave your computer for a little while and you just want to run 10 arena matches, all right? You need to make sure you have the page refreshed. You need to make sure you have your tokens available. I only have 2 out of 10. The page is not refreshed, so let me refresh that real quick. You got like a split second or a few seconds before it starts doing the scrolling down. You can kind of see what movements it's doing, but then it hits battle, and then it hit the start button in just a few seconds. Now this macro is set to take, I believe, about 45 seconds inside the arena match before it will exit out of the auto. So what happens is, first off, I got this set to delay pressing the auto button so that hopefully it counts for some of that lag you just now seen. I'm gonna see if it goes ahead and hits auto. I believe the lag on that is like 15 seconds or so. If for some reason your thing is not starting up how it should be, you can go into the settings of the macro, and I may have to show you guys how to do that in just a second, because for some reason it's being a little bit slow, but that's actually perfectly fine because I did fix it. It is set up BlueStacks default, so that's not a big deal. If it does mess up, no problem. If your PC is running slow for whatever reason, like this one is, or if you want to speed the macro up, you can do this. And this applies to all the other macros I'm about to show you. So this is just a messed up example, not a big deal. Go in here, the playback speed, we'll go ahead and turn this down to 0.5. And then what you should see is that once this is saved, we'll go ahead and back out of this, and you should see the macro take a little bit longer to start executing everything. So instead of doing 10 seconds, it's gonna do 20 seconds. And instead of the arena matches going for 45 seconds before they back out, it should go for, I guess, a minute and a half or so. We hit play on this one. It's gonna slowly start to do everything. It's going to exit the game. And then you should see quite a bit longer delay between this screen closing and the next thing happening. So overall, this is gonna make the macro take a lot longer to execute. But if you're running a program and it's very slow for you for whatever reason, your internet's having a hard time or something, the game's just going slow in general, you can run it at 0.5 speed, and it will obviously, slow things down. Now, I don't really want to go through this. We'll go ahead and let's click the arena I let it join, I let it hit auto. Give you an example. I don't want to let it run like this the whole time. Obviously, it's going to take a while. But this is a pretty safe way if you want to leave it on overnight or something like that. If you want to just make sure your tokens didn't get all burned down, you could do that. Now, this does not refresh the arena. The reason why I set it to not refresh is because if you go through all 10 and you win all 10 of your battles, it'll automatically refresh your page. And if I had it set to click the refresh button, you'd be spending gems unnecessarily. You'd come back and your gems would be wasted. So I could add a refresh button, but I'd have to have it to where you only went through the first 9. So if you want to see something like that, guys, just definitely let me know. I can do that, no problem. Here in a little bit, you should see it hit the auto button. It'll play through this match. I'll stop the macro. But what happens is if your team does not win, so if it goes past that 45 seconds or that minute and a half, depending on how quickly you have the macro set, if you want it to go faster, then you just set that playback speed to like 1.5 or something like that. If you, once it's gets through there, if you're not actually gonna win, it'll actually exit the game. It'll exit that match and you'll get a loss for it. But it'll go to the next person in your arena page. Now, the reason why I went to such a lengthy explanation on this one is because this one works exactly the same, basically, as the 3v3 macro. Now, I know why my game's going a little bit slow. Let me go change my FPS real quick. So it was going a little slow because I had my FPS set to 30 FPS. Now it's at 60, moving a lot smoother. That's why we got a little bit low load times there. Now, say I was already in this match. Okay, I have 4 out of 10 tokens. We'll go ahead and look at the 3v3. I did some earlier, but let's say, hey, I want to go ahead and do some 3v3. I just finished up my arena ones, and I want to go ahead and start up a 3v3. Let's go down here, wherever the macro's at. I'll show you guys how to get it in just a second. But you click the macro, it'll back out all the way to the beginning. This one is automatically set to the 1x speed. If you want to speed this up, you can. Right now, I believe each 3v3 match is set to, I think 45 seconds. The time between them is a little bit long, but if you need it to be shorter, just set it to 0.5 speed, perfectly fine. Or if you need it a little bit shorter, just set it to a higher speed. So 1.2, 1.5, whatever it may be. So you'll see, eventually it'll click auto. I'll take my hands off the keyboard or hands off the mouse so you guys know. What's gonna happen though, something you wanna keep in mind, is that if you do this, make sure that your teams you're using either one, lose pretty quickly, or can win very quickly. Because if your first team is a stall team, then what's gonna happen is it's gonna click the auto button. 45 seconds later, it's gonna click that auto button again, which means it's gonna turn the auto button on, and then it's gonna turn it off. And it's not gonna turn it on again for another 45 seconds. So if your first team does not win or lose relatively quickly and move to the next match, it's gonna cause a problem with your actual progression. Now, it does exit these matches, so like if you don't get through all of them, what it'll do is it'll go ahead and hit the pause button. It'll hit quit all of the series. So say you get to the first one, it's fine. The second one is a stall team. It'll go ahead and quit the series. So it's not gonna be top tier. Obviously, it's a macro, so you're not gonna be able to win all the matches, but this works the best if you're down at the red part of your bracket. So then you're mostly against like single defenses and things like that. This works excellent when you're going against teams like there. Now, this is taking a little bit longer. It's still executing though. You can see from the top corner right there. It eventually, as I'm talking, it should toggle the auto button, but I went so fast on the first match, it's taking a little bit longer than I would like. Obviously for me, I'd probably like to turn this up a little bit. It should in like 3 seconds, go ahead and hit that. I believe the minute and a half, somewhere around there, mark, should hit it. So we'll see how this goes. There we go, finally. All right, so that took a little bit longer than I wanted, like I said. But this is set for people who may either be slow in the arena. This may actually be set to, okay, so it's 1x. So I'd set it to like 1.5 or something. That may do better for me. This is set for people though, mostly. I want to keep in mind any potential delays. As you can see, as you saw from my first match, the delay from that logging in, I didn't like that. So I got to keep that in mind. Make sure it's best for everybody. Not necessarily the greatest for speed farming, but it's very good for consistent farming, and it does go through all 10 of the matches. You have 10 tokens, it'll go through all 10 of them. Very easy way to just set it, walk away, forget it, come back, and you'll have all 10 of your matches done. I actually did some earlier, and you can see here from my battle log that it went through, when I was testing it, it went through all 10 of these people. So Alex was that one, and then it should go all the way back through Toxa, the first one. So I guess, yeah, not showing right now, but because it's too far back, but I did go through and do all of them. You see Punisher right there. Then I think Punisher was at the bottom down here. Yeah, so perfect example. Now, the last macro I made is the daily farm macro. So this macro right here will go through and do all of your daily quests for you. It won't claim them. It'll drop you off of this menu at the end. But what this is going to do, let me go ahead and click this to give you a little bit of example. I'm not going to let it play through the whole thing though, because that would take a little bit too long to do. So it's going to take you back to the very beginning of the game, no matter where you're at in the game. Even if you have this scrolled somewhere weird, it's going to scroll up to the top corner to make sure the portal is in the right spot to click. It's going to click the mystery shard. It's going to summon. This also has a built-in like delay in case your loading takes a little bit too long. Now, if you get back to the daily quest thing and you notice, hey, it only summoned 2 out of 3 or something like that, the issue is most likely that your delay was a little bit too long, or maybe you had champion space full. You definitely want to make sure you have spots in your champion inventory, because for this one, as well as the market purchase, you're going to make sure you actually have room. If not, it could mess it up. You won't complete the daily quest. Now, you can see the daily was complete just then. It's going to exit out of this in a few seconds, make sure the animation is complete. I have the exit button spam several times to make sure it actually gets back to this page, no matter how deep you are into anything. This is going to make sure you get in the bottom corner for the market. The market's going to scroll down. I have this set to where no matter if you're purchasing a pair of common boots, a pair of legendary boots, a pair of mystery shard, a pair of rare boots like we're about to purchase, no matter what it is, it's going to make sure it actually clicks that button so you know you get a purchase. If for some reason it doesn't click the button for somebody, and sometimes it clicks up a champion as well, so you end up getting double the value, I guess. So just make sure you have some silver. The way the macro clicks down, sometimes it picks up a champion in there as well. No problem. They're pretty cheap anyways, but keep that in mind. And then it's going to come to the arena. It's going to run the exact arena macro we've seen earlier. It's going to start scrolling up in just a second. Start these as well. I'll give it a second to do that. So yeah, you'll see it. It'll click this spot right here, but obviously that is already finished. So you want to make sure this page is fresh and ready to go. This macro, I think, takes a little bit like less than an hour because there's no 3v3 matches. I want to say about 30 minutes, give or take. The arena is the longest. After the arena, it goes back and does the campaign battles. It does three boss battles in 12-7. So if you have it set to brutal, it's going to here 12-7, and then it's going to do 4 matches of 12-3. If you have it set to brutal, you will get your 50 energy mission complete as well. So when you come back here at the end, it's going to drop you off at this menu. You'll have every daily quest complete except for increase a champion's level and artifact upgrade. So you have to complete both of these yourself, and then you can claim the final reward. So these macros, guys, hopefully they can help you out. Now let me show you how to find this macro and how you can actually download it yourself. What you're going to do is you're going to click the macro button over here on the right hand side, or hit Control plus Shift plus 7. Once you do that, you should bring up this menu right here. Hit Open Community. This will be the macro community. Once you go to this, you can type in, or you can select Raid. That's over here, Popular Games. Select Raid, and then just type in. Actually, maybe just be able to type Teraku TV without even selecting Raid, and then you'll find all the macros I've created. So I have one that is an AFK champion leveling and gear selling for the campaign. This macro is actually used in the daily quest completion macro, so if you like it, you can go here and download that one as well. But this is where you'll get all the macros I just talked about. So guys, I hope you have fun with them. Hope it makes some of your grinding a little bit easier. I know I'm especially excited for the 3v3 arena macro because I don't like doing 3v3 that much. So it's super helpful to set it, forget it, walk away, come back, have some gold bars. I'm happy, and I hope you guys are happy as well. If you have any specific macro you would like for me to make that you think would help you out, or some improvements I could make to these current macros, definitely let me know, guys. I'm more than happy to help anything that could save you guys some time. So thank you all very much for watching this video. If you do decide to download Raid or any of the other games down below, thank you very much for the support. It's much appreciated. If not, thank you all for watching this video as well. The support, very much appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video.